briefly, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So briefly, let me see what we have done in the last one. What you have done is you have converted this integral equation to a differential equation. That was very clear. Then we have taken, I think same it is. Yeah. So then the question was how to convert a boundary value problem to an integral equation. For that matter, we have taken this y dash of x is equals to f at x comma y with these boundary conditions. Then we integrated, we got these values, and finally we got the Fredholm integral equation of first kind. And the next problem was y double dash is equals to f x comma y with these boundary conditions, and then we wanted to convert this differential equation to the integral equation. For that, we have integrated this for the first time, and then we got y dash at x minus y dash at x naught is equals to integral from x naught to x f t y t dt. Up to this, I think the network was there.
No, sir.
Okay, at least starting up to this,
Yes, sir. It was there.
this was there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the next problem was y double dash at x is equals to f at x comma y at x naught is equals to y naught, and y at x1 equals to y1. And we want to convert this into the integral equation, this entire equation. So what I did is I first integrated this equation with respect to x from x naught to x. What I got is this integral from x naught to x y double dash at t dt is equals to integral x naught to x f t y t dt, this equation. And then integral of y double dash was y dash, so y dash at t, the limits x naught to x is equals to this, I kept same thing, x naught to x f t y t dt. And then we put the upper limit minus lower limit, so we have y dash at x minus y dash at x naught is equals to this same. Are you writing this? Or should I proceed?
So you can proceed. We got the photos now. We will check it if there is.
Okay. So you will get this. So y dash at x, you shift the other term what you had on the other side. So y dash at x is equals to, you shift this y dash at x naught on the other side, this side. So y dash at x naught plus integral x naught to x f t yt dt. And again there is y dash here, we need y, so again you integrate this. Integrating from x naught to x. So let me write directly now here. When you integrate y dash, you will have y and then upper limit minus lower limit. So we will have here y at x minus y dash at x, y at x naught. Drop this. So y at x minus y at x naught is equals to, okay, let me write this. Integral from x naught to x y dash at x naught dt plus, here you will have these two integrals, x naught to x naught to x f t yt dt. Let me write dt square. So this will be equals to, or this implies, I will keep this y at x at one side, this will be equals to y at x naught, and for us our y at x naught was y naught. So this will be y naught plus this y dash at x naught is constant, we can take outside, and when you integrate it is just t in upper limit minus lower limit, so x minus x naught plus you convert this double integral to single integral the way we have done in the last times. So x naught to x is x minus t f t yt dt, and this is what we can do. So let us take this as equation 1 or star, whatever. Here it's almost you are done, but the problem is you don't know what is y dash at x naught. It's a constant, but you don't know what is that constant. So you need to get this constant value. So to find, let me go on the next page. So to find y dash at x naught, just you put x equals to x1. The first condition we have already used, that x naught 1 is there. Now you put x equals to x1. So when you put x equals to x1, what you will get is y at x1 is equals to that y naught was constant, y naught is constant, then y dash at x naught is constant again. Then multiplication of x minus x naught. So in our case it will be x1 minus x naught, then plus integral x naught to x1 x1 minus t. Wherever there is x, you put x1. x1 minus t f of t comma yt dt. Yes, and now again you know what is y at x1. Y at x1 is nothing but given y1. So y at x1 is equals to y1, so you put this as y1, and then from the entire equation you try to get the value of y dash at x naught. So let me write directly here. This implies y dash at x naught is equals to, get the value of y dash at x naught. So you want this value, so it is y1 minus y naught. So this minus this is there, then you shift this on the other side, it will be divided by this term, 7 minus x naught, term is there, and then you have is that correct what I'm writing? Okay, it's correct, it's correct. Shifting, and this you are again shifting that side, so minus, in the denominator term will be there 1 minus x naught, then this integral will be there to x1 minus t of t by t. Take the equation. So what I have done is I have shifted this constant up on the first side first, so it is y1 minus y naught, and then I want this term, so again you shift this integral on the other side, so it will be minus, and then you shift this x1 minus x naught on the other side, so it will be in the denominator. So that's correct. Now with using these two equations, substitute this y dash at x naught, substitute in what we have used, star. Substitute this equation in star. So what equation you have, that star is y at x, right? y at x is equals to y naught. Take this equation, y naught plus x minus x naught, and then you have y dash at x naught, and that y dash at x naught is nothing but this entire equation. So y1 minus y naught divided by x1 minus x naught minus 1 upon x1 minus x naught integral not to what is that, x1 minus t, let me write down here, f of t yt dt. That is your y dash. And then another term was your integral there, so plus integral x naught to x minus t of t y of t dt. So this is what you have. Now you know that you will convert this boundary value problem to your Fredholm integral equation, and if you notice here, you have one integral from x0 to x1 and another integral from x0 to x. So you have to convert this into integral equation from x0 to x1, and for that what you do is you first open this bracket. You open this bracket first. So what you will get, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you open the bracket. When you open the bracket, let me write the entire equation here. So you have y of x is equals to y naught plus y1 minus y naught divided by 1 minus x naught. Check this, x minus x naught minus x minus x naught divided by 1 minus x naught integral naught to x1 minus t ft y of t dt plus integral x naught to x minus t f of t by t dt. I have just opened the bracket and rearrange the terms, that's all, nothing else. Clear? So if you see here, we have y of x, and this entire thing is a function of x. So when you take this entire thing from here to here, it's a function of x. So that's your that non-homogeneous part. This y naught is constant, y1 is constant, x naught, x1 is constant. So there is only one x here, and then here it is your integral and the again integral. So what you do is, let me write this as y of x is equals to, let me write this capital fx, where this fx is nothing but this, I'm not writing now, this entire function what you have. So fx minus, now what you do is one integral you have from x0 to x and another integral you have from x0 to x1. So you split this integral from x0 to x1 to x0 to x and x to x1. Let me write it. So minus x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0, and then you split this integral. So let me write that step directly. So integral x naught to x1, not x1. So x naught to x minus t f of t y of t dt, and then again there is minus sign here, so let me put that minus sign, minus same term will be there. In short, you are just splitting the integral, and then this will be from x to x1, and same thing, x minus t f of t y of t dt. I repeat, what I have done is I have taken this y of x here, then whatever that underlined the red color I have shifted that to, or I have written that as fx, that is non-homogeneous part, and then I am splitting this integral x naught to x1 into 2, that is x naught to x and x to x1, and then you have this integral here. So plus integral x naught to x minus t f of t yt dt. So there are two integrals. Now what you do is, this integral and this integral are almost same, so you write these two in the same notations. So let me use another page. So that will be, or this implies y of x is equals to, is there a lag? Everything is fine? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You can see that y of x, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll combine those two integrals together. So what I have is this: y of x is equals to fx plus, you plot these two integrals together here, giving some lag. Yeah, so you take this x naught to x and x naught to x together, those two integrals, and if you see here x minus t, your integrand is same, so only take care about these coefficients. So that will be, check the entire things, integral from x naught to x, take the bracket, x minus t minus x minus x naught divided by x1 minus x naught x1 minus t f of t y of t dt. In fact, those integrands are not same because I missed something. Is everything clear? All steps are clear?
So no, x1 minus t it is.
Somewhere is x1 minus t. Where?
So then
Okay, this integral is x1 minus
x
t.
upon x1 minus t.
Yes. So whatever integral you have split here, x naught to x1, it is x1 minus t. So I think I missed it. Here. This is x1 minus t. So this will be x1 minus t, and then this will be x1 minus t. Right? So the integrands are not same here, x1 minus t and x minus t. So take care of that. So this is correct. And then we have the another term, I think that is minus term, minus that integral x to x1, and this factor is also there, x minus x naught upon 1 minus x naught 1 minus t f t yt dt. So those two integrals I have plotted together. If anything is wrong, then please let me know. All clear? So this implies, let me write this
Yes,
here.
sir.
Yep. Let me write this as y of x is equals to fx plus integral x0 to x1 of kernel kxt. In fact, I should not say kernel, some function kxt t yt. I'm not saying this as kernel because I don't know where there's t. I can take the t inside of this here, so that will affect the things. Where this fx, you know what is fx? Fx equals to this entire whatever underlined red color I have. Can you see that red? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
But I think screen is not going. Screen is the same thing where fx is equals to and then it's getting rounded, right? Okay, okay. Now the screen is changed, right?
We can see that red underlined one.
Yeah, yeah. So you know that this fx, some issue with the network. Yeah. So this fx is nothing but that red underlined one. So write that whatever you have, and let me write kxt. Change the color to k x comma t is equals to. Now how you will get that kxt? What you have done is you have taken these two integrals x0 to x and x to x1, and then you are writing this over here. How you are going to write it? Kxt. In short, you plot these two integrals together, x0 to x, x to x1. Now you may say that there is a problem with this minus sign. So you can take this minus sign inside here and write this as plus here. No problem. So it is x0 to x and x to x1 addition. So it is x0 to x1. So that's what I have written, x0 to x1. I repeat, these two integrals, this function f t yt dt is same. Only thing what you have to take care of is this. So there are two integrals x0 to x and x to x1. So I have written a single integral x0 to x1. And then you have to write what is kxt, what is the function kxt. So see this, what I am writing is correct. So let me write this first. Now when you see here, there is x0 to x, x0 to x, and the variable which these limits are for t. You are integrating with respect to t. That means those limits from x0 to x are for t. So we can say if t is less than x, this is what you have. And again, the limits for t here are from x to x1. So when t is greater than x, you have this as your kernel. I cannot say kernel, a function kxt. So let me first write it. Again, I will say what I have written. So I will have a split definition here. So first is this first one. So x minus t minus x minus x naught divided by x1 minus x naught, and then we have x1 minus t. This is what we have here. Let me write another that also, that is minus let me write this x1 minus t, and then minus x naught divided by x1 minus x naught. That's all. Now as I said, this is your x naught, this is your x1. Is it synchronous or lagging? Hello?
Sorry, sir.
Is it synchronous? When what I said and what I write, you can see together, or if there is a lag?
So not much lag, sir.
Okay,
Due
anyways.
to network issue maybe.
Yeah. So x naught to x. So you have these limits. Let me write this as a line. So this integral, what you have is x naught to x and x to x1. So in between somewhere you have here x, and this integral is with respect to t. That means your t. That means your t is from x naught to x1, and then you are splitting it, and there is one here and another one is here. So for the first integral, your t is from x naught to x here, and when for the second integral is from x to x1 here. Okay, so when t is less than x, that means this is the upper limit. This x is the upper limit for t. So when t is less than x, the value of my function kxt is nothing but this bracket, and that's what I have written here: x minus t minus x naught upon x1 minus x naught, x1 minus t. So I can write here, when or if my t is less than x, and for the second integral my t is greater than x. X is a lower limit. So if t is greater than x, at t is equals to x, you can see what happens. Okay, so and this function f is nothing but the underlying one. And if you notice here, for this equation, it is Fredholm integral equation. This I cannot say a kernel, but it will be a non-homogeneous. Is it? You can check when this function fx is 0. Check when this function fx is 0. Can it happen? If it is, if you can say surely that it is not equals to 0, you can say non-homogeneous. So the function is 0 when you find it out, then the function equals to 0. So I can say this is Fredholm integral equation. Which kind? This is Fredholm integral equation, but which kind?
Second kind.
It's the second kind, because this y of x coefficient is 1, or you can say constant. So what I have done is, or what we have done is, we have taken your first order differential equation with boundary conditions. We got Fredholm integral equation of first kind, and we have taken second order differential equation with boundary condition, and then we have seen that it is converted into a Fredholm integral equation of second kind. But again, one thing to remember here is this f. F is independent of y dash. You can see, you can check the function y dash in f and see what are the respective changes that we can do. So I feel that is more than enough. Problems I have already given, but again, since I'm recording, I'll write the problems here. Examples, you try to convert those. Convert convert the following boundary value problem to integral equation. Let me write directly equations. We have y double dash y double dash is equals to minus lambda y at 0 is equals to 0 and y at 1 is equals to 1. Second one, d square phi by dx square plus x phi is equals to 1. Phi is a function of x. Phi at 0 is equals to c1, or let's say some constant c, and phi at 1 is equals to 1. Third, let me write phi double dash plus lambda phi is equals to x. Phi at 0 is equals to 0. Phi at 1 is equals to 0. So try to convert these boundary value problems to the integral equations, and precisely those are Fredholm integral equations. So all are second order, so it will be second kind. Try to solve those. Any problem in any slide? Any problem in anything? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay, anyways, if you have any problem, then you can post on the WhatsApp group.
No, sir.
Yeah, if you have any problem, you can post on the WhatsApp group. Hello? I think I have
Yes,
a
sir.
network. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I have a
Okay,
network
sir.
issue. No problem. So today's thing we will wind up here itself.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. We will use the same link.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
So when will be the next class tomorrow?
I will put on the WhatsApp group. Again, I have to take third year BSc studio classes, so the timing we have to check.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Next class I'll put on the WhatsApp group. Yes, you can leave.